Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is August 23rd, 2024, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the NASDAQ 100 on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only. As we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over here to these charts and see what we see. What happened this week? I'm already seeing a doji on that quarterly chart, but let's maximize that chart and get on down into the details and see what we see. All right, I didn't resize this earlier, but I resized it now. I know I usually like it about right there, and let's zoom in a little bit. On the quarterly chart, we are pushing up. Some people might think it's time for us to go down. We are at a top, but we are above a yearly R1, and we're kind of like in between that yearly R1 and that yearly R2. We are well above the pivot, so again, this market is very, very bullish at this time, looking at this particular chart, and we are forming a doji at a top, almost a equal price doji at a top. So again, it kind of like, you just have to wait until this next quarter. Plus, long-term traders, we just hold. Nothing is telling us to get out of the market at this time based on this chart, and nothing is telling us to be jumping into anything at this time on this chart. So again, it's a hold pattern. That's what I see here. But let's go down to the monthly chart and see what we see there. On the monthly chart, we did come down below that 10 moving average. We're back above that. We're turning green. And the thing is, look like we're enclosed above that previous month open now. So that's another bullish sign also. That's letting us know that we're getting above that area there. If they had, somebody had started their short positions at that time and looking to short the market to go down, and they hadn't got out of their positions yet to take any profit, this is now they're beginning to get that little squeeze looking at this monthly chart. Us long-term traders, we're just sitting back and watching. Nothing has told us to get out of our trades at this time, and all based on this chart, and we're just holding and just waiting for this thing to drift on up slowly. Again, we're very patient people when it comes to the long-term trade. Again, let's go ahead, but that's what I see here. We're above the 10 moving average. We're still above pivot, and it looked like we was probably this month we will not be getting above this R1. But next month, now they're looking at this monthly chart and these quarterly pivots, we will be opening above pivot come next quarter so far, but we still have another month in this quarter to see how things are going to work out. But let's go ahead and go down to the weekly chart and see what we see there on the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, look at that V-shaped bottom. These are what I used to call Obama bottoms. In the Obama era, we used to get a lot of these where the market would shoot down crazy, then it would shoot back up crazy, and it would come down just like this one did, down to a 50 moving average, and then bounce. Again, but this one really kind of surprised me. It gapped down on in one day, down to that thing, to that 50, and then started moving back up. It wasn't, again, that's where the market opened at. This is where the market closed at here on a weekly. I'm looking at this point right here, if you can see my cursor, and then it opened the following week way down here and pulled it all back. That was something crazy. Then we got the confirmation on that, and now we're back here fighting near top again, and it was a very small week, and I'll come with this week that we had here, but we're above pivot now. Being above pivot when we're bouncing off these monthly pivots, and starting the month off way down here and pushing all the way back up here. This is very bullish. I kind of didn't really think that we would actually get this high, and now we got one more week in this month we got one more full week in this month. So I usually say below pivot, stay below pivot. Are we going to get up here and end up getting a turn back open and end up closing below pivot come next month? Don't know. But one of my rules is below pivot, stay below pivot, above pivot, stay above pivot. But this is a very strong bull market at this time. The thing is, what's going to happen when it starts getting closer and closer to the supply that we have right up here in this area? That's the trick. And that's why right now you have to be very careful on any long-term trades that you're in. I know a couple of my don't go there. That's why I need to get me another little video beforehand. But right now, protect your protect your money. We're back at those. We're getting back close to those tops. You know, we can get a little rollover, or will we break those tops here? Looking at this weekly picture, that's the question now. But let's go down to the daily noise and see what happened there. The daily noise, it really wasn't that much this week. You know, let me change something up here. I'm seeing something that I don't want to see. Let me see if I can get there. How can I get there from here? I'm wasting your time. I'm wasting time. Settings, time. Yep, I thought something looked kind of funny. You know, I changed that on one chart. I don't know why this is changing back. I have to save that. Let me do this right quick. Let me do it now. Sorry. Save. Yep. Include. Save. Yes. So I hope that doesn't happen again. All right, but what we're having right here on this daily chart, this last day of the week, it's kind of funny. That's the whole thing when it gets to these lower time frames and all. When you start seeing candle patterns and stuff, you kind of like, oh, you better wait for your confirmation. Because here we had a doji at the top. And it was kind of lower. It wasn't really above where we really wanted it. And then it didn't play out again because it really wasn't in the right location. And then but look back here. It was a doji at the top, and the market gapped up. A doji at the top, and we're getting a lot of dojis here in the market right here. And then come yesterday, the day is Friday, and that I'm doing this video, we had a bearish looking pattern. And bearish looking pattern didn't play out. No confirmation at all. We had Powell. The Fed talk this morning, and it just gave a little volatility in the market. In the market, it really didn't end up doing anything. We ended up going kind of sideways and closing here almost where we open at. Got a doji here for me, and come next week, you know, it is beginning to see, okay, are we going to open above pivot, or are we going to open below pivot? You know, usually, like I say, above pivot, we'll stay above pivot. Are we going to open that now? Above pivot, will we open above pivot where we can stay above pivot and start going higher? You know, I will be looking for us to get back close to that 500 number, at least come up here and close this gap around 492, and but we have to kind of like wait and see. As we can see, as we've been getting close to this area here where this market sold off, we did have a hard time yesterday, and today we couldn't break yesterday's high. We got what I call an inside day at this time. So it's going to be a real critical week next week, you know, to see if this market can go higher. This is the point where I have to learn to sit on my hands. You know, I can't do my little Q trades and stuff, because since I have a bullish mindset, I think it's going to go higher, and I end up losing money. So this time I got to try to be patient, maybe sell something above, sell some spreads above the market, and be done with it. But that's it. It's at the end of the video. I don't mind rambling on a little bit here if you made it this far. But this is Solomon, Right Side Trader. I hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.